Well, hello everyone in YouTube. This is ClassEJ420. Wanted to give you a brief update on my most recent activity, which is probably why initially I was looking to... Ooh, excuse me, fighting a Genji. Initially I was looking to stream 2 or 3 times a week. In the last week, you know, got caught up with a little bit of home life stuff. A couple of personal... I guess eventually I'll share if I feel comfortable about it. Hey. I'm not currently on my game right now because I'm chit-chatting. But one of the things that I have been doing is just that I wanted to kind of get a better idea of what a lot of gold players are dealing with. Since I do have a few friends that are looking to kind of get out of the ranks. And the biggest thing that I've noticed right now is the amount of toxicity currently in gold comms are just ridiculous. Either someone thinks that they know too much when they know too little, or they don't talk at all. You know, another thing is that no one likes to take corrective criticism, or at least acknowledges. And none of this is meant to be taken personal, obviously, it's just a game. But when we are forced to work with each other, whoops, gotcha. Yeah, when it comes to us having to work with each other, I mean, we have to take into consideration a little bit of your teammates, you know, and kind of get past the feelings portion of it. Everyone wants to play with feelings. It's tactical. You know, I want to give Nano to someone, but yeah. So I mean, that's where a lot of my time this week has been spent. Has been queuing up in mid gold. Started out in low gold, went to high gold, dropped back down to low gold, back up to high gold. It's just been a yo-yoing effect, and it primarily has to do with exactly that. It had even the low plat players. They come in thinking that they know too much, or they're too good to be playing with other gold players, and that's another problem that I see, because that overconfidence is what's getting everyone killed. You know, so there's a few things that, you know, were on my mind that I wanted to talk about in regards to current gold players. Another thing that I also noticed is that with the recent Mercy updates, either healers are becoming a little bit more scarce, but I noticed that that a lot of DPS just isn't practicing either on aim, you know. They're not pulling back soon enough. They're constantly overextending too much. That's tanks and DPS. And then they complain at the current healer set because they can't get pocketed. Well, you have to look at your current healer set and understand how they're able to heal you in order for you to make progress. You know, because if you're a Roadhog, you know, like I'm right now, and I'm in Ana, you know, I know that you can go further out because you have self-heal, but I gotta be able to keep you in line of sight, and you know that I have to keep you in line of sight in order for it to make it work. You know, so it's also having basic knowledge of character base. Oop, missed it. Girl, come on.
I'm securing the objective. Anyone want to join me?
You know, my aim isn't perfect. I know that.
I've seen worse. You're going to live. Damn. A touch from afar. I will keep you healed.
You know, if there's too much pressure, I'll freak too.
I have your back. Chin chin. You're covered.
Oh, hey. Oh, what's that nonsense? Oh no! Ow! What?
This is much better than a cabana on the beach.
So yeah, those were a couple of things that I noticed. You know, and again, I kind of want to go over the toxicity and what is and what isn't being considered toxicity, because at one point I was even told that I was being toxic for just pointing out simple stuff on the battlefield, or trying to let people know that there's something that they're doing that's causing us a bit of a loss and advantage, and they take it personal and spite. You know, I once told a guy, I'm just like, be careful. Sometimes when I see you pushing in, I'll nano boost to keep you defended. You know, so you stay alive. And instead what I got is I got bitched at for nano boosting without telling them. I'm like, okay, well, you know, because your life obviously isn't worth it, of course. You know, and then on top of it, the first thing that they went to was like, I bought the game for $60 and I'll play it however I please. And I'm like, oh, well, you know. I mean, way to practice the etiquette. And way to kind of be a bit of a hypocrite. So there's a few things there that
Okay.
kind of interesting.
Damn. This is much better than a cabana on the beach.
What? A lever in quick play? No way. Defeat. But yeah, primarily that's probably the biggest issue right now with gold.
Play of the game.
You know, and not knowing what to do with the Mercy. Toxicity and overextension. It's been a while since I've been in gold. So it's kind of hard to relay the point, but I figured that, you know, I've probably played about 7 hours a day for the past 3 days in gold queue. So it kind of gives me an idea of what it's like. But yeah, so back to the toxicity issue. What is and what isn't toxicity? Spamming shit 1,000 times and having someone say, hey, could you not do that? And then continuously spamming it. That's toxicity. You know, snarky shit to the healer is probably going to get you not healed.
Traveling to Numbani.
Because I admit, I'm a spiteful healer. If you treat me like shit, you're going to die. And honestly, I wouldn't care if it costs the game because I'm not going to be disrespected. I'm being respectful to everyone on my team. That's the way that we come into these games. And the minute that you decide to be otherwise, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. You know. But again, I'm pretty vindictive. You know.
Never stop fighting for what you believe.
But yeah, constantly saying group up when you are the only person by yourself. Or my personal favorite, when you are grouped up but you're not paying attention to your teammates, but you spam it anyway. That one was fine. A couple of things that I also learned is that it doesn't matter how good you are personally in gold. It doesn't even matter if you communicate in gold, actually. Because no one has idea about positions or things. I mean, it was stressful.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Go. Defend
You know.
objective A.
That right there, that constantly. Thanks. I get it. We don't have a tank. But you could go a tank if you really have such an issue with it, you know? Oh no.
Healing enough.
Hey.
You're going to be okay.
You and everyone else, my friend.
Watching your back. Nem. I see. You're going to live.
I'm ready to start a blizzard.
You know, I know when I go into comp, the first thing I'm going to do is hit healer, because that's primarily what I do. It's what I excel at, it's what I'm good at, you know. And if someone else also excels at it, then I don't have a problem backing out to a tank. Because you have to be flexible.
I will keep you healed.
Healing stream engaged.
You know. And DPS means, I mean, you gotta really figure out what you're doing on certain maps. I'm going to sleep.
أنا هاخد بالمني.
My ultimate ability is ready.
التكرار يعلم الشطار.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
But yeah. What's another good thing that they were doing that I giggled at?
I will watch over you. متشكرة. Get back in the fight.
冰墙升起来吧。
If someone pulls a good move, I guess the best move, I always just try to say thank you.
Take your medicine.
If a healer heals you, say thank you, you know, or something, if you can, because it's helpful. It boosts morale.
Just a scratch, you'll be fine. Block it off.
Where does it
You're going to be acknowledged. Get here. You're powered up. Get in there.
60 seconds.
I remember this feeling.
Christ. That was bad on my part. Yes. Goddamn.
This is much better than a cabana on the beach.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, back to what I was saying. DPS has to kind of really get their stuff together. You have to kind of understand what DPS are going to be important on which map, because you can't keep going defense Genji on Hanamura. You can't keep going, you know, defense Tracer on Hanamura. You know, you guys got to stop auto-locking Hanzo and Widowmaker on the first. I mean, it never failed. Hanzo, Widowmaker, and Genji almost every match for 6 matches with completely different groups. I mean, it was almost flawless. And it was sad because immediately doing so, I mean, really kind of breaks up morale on the
Play
team.
of the game.
It's like, why even bother? It just seems like you're throwing.
Personne
Because
n'échappe à
you're
mon
basically saying F off. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. That's the immediate look. It may not be your intention, but that's exactly what it looks like at the beginning. I mean, they... You know, it's not all about going what you want on comp. It's about how you can be the best 1 out of 6 in your team.
Traveling to Numbani.
You know, so that's why I'm kind of up late thinking about it. I was just like, you know, maybe I'll stream a couple of games, maybe I'll talk about it, maybe I'll get some feedback, maybe I'm out of my mind. You know. But I really wanted to take a kind of outside perspective since I'm playing near Diamond, and now it's kind of mid-plat. But that's because, you know, I played with friends who kind of slack. But it's okay. Because by the time that next season comes in, Diamond will be the only Masters. It should be the rank that I should be aiming for. And then moving forward. I mean, it could be gaming culture altogether. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I've been token up a little bit, so I'm just kind of a deep thinker at the moment. You know, without being verbal. I don't know.
Now entering
Let's
the
go back to
temple
having some
of
fun.
Anubis. Prepare to attack.
Yeah.
Select your hero.
Lucio is also becoming a very good fan favorite of mine as of late. I didn't normally play Lucio before. You know, I primarily played the others, Mercy. I've topped on Ana a few times. I did a lot more Sim. Obviously, I play a lot more Mora
Never
now.
stop fighting for what you believe in.
Check this out.
You know, I never really played Lucio too much. You know, I saw too many people. I'm just like, man, wall jumping, wall riding, like it just seems so, you know, crazy movement, and it is. It's a lot of fun actually. So I've been playing a lot more Lucio.
I will keep you healed. Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Ah, no.
I'm looking forward to working.
My Ana's getting there.
Take your medicine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A. It's just a scratch. You'll
Oh
be
man.
fine.
Man, like everyone around here has been getting crazy sick.
Having trouble keeping
Go. I'll keep you healed.
Party on the
I wasn't
objective.
cut out for retirement anyways.
But yeah, like I said, I just kind of wanted to share that little piece. I'm sure someone's probably talked about it before. You know, I mean, I would like to discuss it a little bit more. Maybe get other thoughts on that particular rank. Maybe why is it that we see so many issues, and maybe what we can do to positively impact our community. You know, because like many others, I love Overwatch. Overwatch is a great game. It's crafted wonderfully. It's great characters. You know, I would love to start doing cosplay of some of my favorite characters, definitely. I've been thinking about doing a Roadhog cosplay. I heard that Jessica and Najiri already got to it, but, you know, I feel like my body's a little bit more figurative for for Roadhog, since I'm a bit chunky.
Get back in the fight.
What? No one still took out the Widow? You guys are geniuses. But yeah,
I'm not ready
leave
to hang
comments,
it up.
see what we can, some positive thoughts. You know, see what we can do to make that difference. If I ever do create that cosplay, or if anyone has any general ideas, feel free to DM me, because, you know, we're supposed to have like some kind of con coming towards the summer. I might spend some time on it.
Heal up.
I'm really thinking about it. We'll wait till the end of this blowout.
You're powered up. Get in there. I have your back.
Enemy turret ahead.
You're covered.
Into the unknown.
It'll take more than that to keep me out of the fight.
Sweet Jesus, man. We gotta be able to do something about it. Ah, damn it. Oh, what's going on? I missed that sleep and everything. That's my personal
This is
favorite.
much better than a cabana on the beach.
And probably my biggest pet peeve right there. Oh, both healers are dead? Let me spam for heals.
Raising the volume. My ultimate is charging.
And the crown, maybe they didn't know. Well, you're supposed to keep an eye on the kill feed, so you have an idea how many enemies and teammates you have left on the field.
Oh, let's break it. Dang!
Alright, that was silly.
This will help.
I'm taking the point.
I give up today. Shit.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
Oh, I have 4 minutes. But I'm not gonna wait that long. I wanted to keep the stream kind of short so I can just keep digging around. But yeah. I think that's, just to reiterate one more time. I'm sure I sound repetitive.
Take your medicine.
No one can have me hunted.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I'm feeling unstoppable.
Nap time.
Alright.
Nerf this.
So yeah. Anyway, on that note, no creative day, and we'll catch you
I've come back from worse.
another day.